Hello everyone, my name is Akshaya Kulasekaran. I'm a technical member of Codezilla of SRM Ramapuram. Codezilla is a Mozilla community that emphasizes on open source and in sharing knowledge. Today, I'm here to talk about here to give you a small introduction on IoM. So let's dive right in. IoM falls under the umbrella term of IoT, or Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is a network of devices connected to and connected by the Internet. Whether it's a home appliance or an industrial level machine, it can be converted into a smart device or an IoT device using a microcontroller. You might have heard of the word Industry 4.0, which is the next industrial revolution. This is centered around the connectivity of devices. IoE is another term for IoT, whose full form is the Internet of Everything. And this is a huge part of Industry 4.0. So we can also see that IoT includes sub-areas like IIoT, Industrial IoT, Smart Cities, Digital Twins, and so on. So let us go on to talk about IoM, the Internet of Meat. What is the Internet of Meat? An Internet of Meat refers to an IoT device or a network of IoT devices that are partially or completely embedded in the physical body of an individual. All IoM devices are IoT devices, but not all IoT devices are IoM devices. That is to say, an IoT device, IoT is an umbrella term under which IoM falls under, but IoT is not restricted to IoM. The main difference between an IoM device and an IoT device is that IoM devices are subject to stringent regulations involving the radiation and intrusiveness of the devices. Now let us go on to talk about the two main use cases of IoM. The first use case is in the medical field. You might have heard of pacemakers. Pacemakers are devices that are completely embedded in the lower left chest cavity right below the heart. They use electric pulse to regulate the heart rates of senior citizens and similar people who have heart diseases. Insulin dispensers are partially embedded devices found in the lower abdomen and they dispense insulin based on the blood sugar levels of the diabetes patients. Coma monitoring. Well, coma patients are particularly vulnerable as they are not able to express their needs. Monitoring is especially important for them. So certain sensors of these monitoring systems are partially embedded into the patient, and these sensors gain dynamic input, large volumes of dynamic input, which are processed by IoM devices. And let us go on to our next use case. Tracking. Tracking is mainly used in animals and not very extensively in humans because of health concerns and security and privacy concerns. So first, let's talk about the pet ID tags or identification tags. Pets like dogs and cats have small microchips embedded behind the ear to identify them. More high-end chips can also be used to track or locate them. On the other hand, we can also use these chips in grazing animals like cows or horses. These chips are more durable and they are always used to track and locate the grazing animals. And thirdly, there is parole or house arrest. This is again an experimental stage, not implemented yet due to privacy, security, and also health concerns. The health concerns are not scientifically proven. But these expectations, we are expected to see this in the near future. Let's move on to talk about the expectations of IOM. Currently, IOM is climbing the slope of inflated expectations. This is to say that IoM is having a lot of potential, but we're not sure how to use it. According to the Gartner Hype Cycle of 2019, and we're using the cycle of 2019 and not 2020 because of the quarantine, and we don't have proper statistics from this year. Uh, Um, Basically, we have two main examples of what IOM is heading towards. Firstly, we have microchips embedded in the hand between the thumb and the forefinger that allows a human being to control smart devices within a smart home. Which is to say, if you have an IoT light or an IoT fan, with a snap of your fingers, you can switch either of them on as you enter or switch them off as you exit the house. And in cases like the military or the police, where there's a high stress environment, mood stabilizing chip implants can be used to inject hormones into the bloodstream and thus reduce the stress or increase the awareness of a person at that time during high stress times. These two are again extremely experimental and short term. A lot more tests are going on right now to figure out how to bring them into fruition. And finally, we have the credits. We need to thank this Slides Carnival and Unsplash for granting us all these free resources and making them open source that even a student like me can access them. And yeah, so thank you for listening. It's been an awesome experience. Let us, if you want to talk to us, if you want to know more about um, technical aspects of the world right now, you can contact us on any of these handles. If you want to talk to us directly, you can join our Telegram channel. So please like, comment, subscribe, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you all.